Hello and welcome to Flippin Awesome. I'm Mindy XYZ, your Factotum expert, with my detailed videos on how to save time, money, the environment, and many other things. You'll easily become an expert too, to where you'll amaze your family and friends with your newfound capabilities. Today, I decided to go in the backwoods and do a little bit of exploring, but I came across a crap load of Chantrelle mushrooms. Now, I am new to mushrooming, and if you're new like me, you'll want to take notes and photos of the following. 1, take a picture of the cap's surface. 2, take a picture of the gill area, which is the underside of the cap. 3, take a picture of the whole stem of the mushroom. 4, cut the mushroom in half and take a picture of the cross section from the top to the bottom of the mushroom. 5, make note of the date when you found it. 6, the habitat where you found it. Was it near certain types of trees, water, or an open field, for example? 7, what was it growing on? Was it growing in the soil, on a live or a dead tree, for example? 8, what was the size of the mushroom? 9, what did the mushroom smell like? And 10, what color is the spore print when you took a print of the mushroom? I am finding these chanterelles all over the place out here. Look, there's some back there. Oh, those are leaves over there. They are all over. Look at this. They're all in there. It's pretty thick in here. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. And but I was pretty confident these were chanterelles. So while I was out in the backwoods, I went ahead and did some research online. And there's this one guy, I think the name of his site is learnyourland.com. And this guy is awesome at identifying mushrooms, and he explains things very thoroughly. So between doing my own research online, watching his video, and then I also am a member of a Facebook group for mushrooming. I sent them some photos with what I have found, with what I had found, and I got 2 responses back, and they both said, "Yep, those are definitely chanterelles." So I feel pretty confident. So what I'm going to do is just kind of show you a little bit of what I have here, and a couple of videos when I was out in the woods. But again, you know, as with anything, make sure you know exactly what you have before consuming it. So yeah, I hit the mother load. I'm like super excited, and so I got some work ahead of me tonight. Okay, here is my load of my chanterelles. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? I can't wait to try them. I've never had chanterelle mushrooms before. And whenever you're trying anything new, you should always just consume like maybe half a mushroom, just to make sure that you don't have an adverse reaction to them. And yeah. Okay, so how to wash and store your mushrooms. Now, I've never had to deal with wild mushrooms because, again, I'm new at this, but I know from experience from store-bought mushrooms. So the store-bought mushrooms, and the same thing with what I'm going to do here, is you never want to keep them stored in plastic or under plastic. For some reason, mushrooms do not like plastic. So what you want to do is when you first get these home, you can either knock the extra dirt off with a paper towel or a light brush. And if you're not going to eat them right away, you know, just kind of knock the main dirt off and put your, I know I said not to use plastic, but I have them sitting in cardboard. And I'm just putting it in here just so that so that they don't get crushed in my refrigerator. And then what you want to do is grab some paper towel, and you want to get it damp. Okay, that's pretty wet, but here we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so with a damp paper towel, you'll just place them on top of your mushrooms and put them in your refrigerator. Okay, I know store-bought mushrooms, you know, they'll last about a week in the fridge like this. I'm not sure about these guys yet, but that's how I'm going to store these if I don't eat them right away. Now, if you do plan on eating them right away, what I'm going to do is just rinse them real quick. If there's, let me find my brush. 1 second here. Okay, with the toothbrush, you can knock off the additional dirt. You can give it a quick rinse. And you don't want it underwater for too long, because the mushroom will absorb all that water. And then if you trim them at the base while you're out in the woods, your mushroom should be fairly clean, so it just needs a quick little dust off. And that's how I would clean these. Okay, here's all the chanterelles that I collected. It just goes on and on and on. How cool is that? Okay, now because I gathered so many mushrooms, I am going to dehydrate most of them, mainly so that they're travel safe. I'm gonna more than likely be heading up to my home state of Michigan fairly soon, and I'd like to share these with my family. So what a great gift to give away. And so anyways, I'm gonna dehydrate them. And if you're not familiar with dehydrating, I do have my dehydrator. This is one of the racks. And what I'm going to do is just kind of cut these mushrooms into about these type of size chunks. You know, it's just so that they'll fit on the tray and the trays can stack up on each other. And try to keep them, you'll want to try to keep them at least the same thickness so that they'll all dehydrate at about the same pace. So I'll go ahead and fill this tray up and dehydrate them. It'll take approximately about 5-6 hours is when I'll check them and see how they're doing. Okay, it's been about 5-6 hours. My dog is barking. Ah. Okay, but anyways, you know that they are dry when you can hear them crackle. Okay, so, and then once they are dehydrated, what I'm gonna do, you can see, here's I've been dehydrating for quite some time now. Oh, I'm so excited to have these all done so I can give them away as gifts. Oh, and by the way, I had some already this morning. It's the next day, by the way. But they were delicious. So I can't wait to share. So anyways, I'm going to use my food saver. So I already marked my bags. So you want to, I find it easier to mark them before you fill them. And what I'm going to do is fill my bags with some dehydrated mushrooms. And I picked up these dry silica gel that are, these are also food grade packets, just to make sure that my mushrooms are dry. So this is just going to add an extra security deal to them. And then just go ahead and, oh, I wanted to put this on a gentle cycle so I don't crush them too badly. There we go. They're lightly vacuum packed with silica gel, labeled, and these should last quite some time, I would suppose. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my bags. And here's all my dehydrated chanterelles. A couple other really cool things about vacuum sealing your mushrooms is the bags, you can always reuse them again later on because you're using a vegetable base item inside the bag. You just rinse it out and reuse it. When you're using, again, the silica gel beads to keep the moisture out of your bag here, again, you don't have to totally seal this where it gets all crunchy. As soon as you hear it start to crunch a little bit, turn your machine off and let it seal. It'll pull out enough of the air, and your silica gel will keep any extra moisture out of it. So it'll be just perfectly fine. So, oh yeah, and then the gels, they can be reused also, which is really cool. This is the first time I'm actually using them. I mean, I've always seen them, you know, in different items that I purchase at the store, but I've never used them. And comes to find out, on the back here, looks like you can reactivate them right here, and it tells you how to do that. So how cool is that? Well, thanks for watching Flippin Awesome. I'm Mindy XYZ, your Factotum expert. Hopefully you were able to learn something today and not be too scared about going out and looking for mushrooms. It's just a matter of doing your research and just verifying it. You know, check several different sources and enjoy. You know, it's like, don't be scared. You can do it. I know you can. And if you like today's video, please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I can bring more future videos your way by doing so. So please subscribe. Talk to you later. And I hope you guys have an awesome, fabulous day. I mean, like, seriously. They are just growing all over the place. There's some more over here. You can see all the orange. That is just crazy.